Hey everyone, welcome back to Redditly. Today's video is titled, Just Found Out What Should I Not Do Now? Advice. Please make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a future upload from us. Let's get right into it. Just found out today my wife of 10 years had an affair. We have 2 kids, 7 and 4. Before this, I'd probably rate our marriage a 6 out of 10, where 10 is awesome and 1 is awful. I'm looking for advice on what to not do right now. What are the common mistakes people make right after finding out? I'm leaning heavily towards pursuing a divorce, and I'd like her to leave our house and give me space to think/grieve. But I do appreciate having her help with the kids. And I'm not sure about how to tell our kids that we'll be separating. Christmas is coming. Also, the AP is married with young kids. I have never met him and don't know much more than his name. I think if I were in his wife's shoes, I'd want to know how much of a scumbag he is. But I also know I want this guy to suffer like I am. And while that desire for revenge is certainly understandable, I would like to take the high road, if one exists. Would love advice on how to tell the kids their mom and I will be separating, and what the ethics are around informing the other spouse. I found out she was cheating slowly and then all at once. It's a long, mostly boring story. Found suspicious text messages several months ago from her 2 different men, one personal trainer and the other a former coworker/boss that crossed lines. To the trainer, she sent numerous post-workout photos and body progress pics that were fairly revealing. I felt she was trying to get his attention. To his credit, his responses were all professional and appropriately distant. Thanks, bro. To the former coworker, it was an invitation to lunch. We always had a rule in our marriage that we wouldn't have one-on-one meals or anything with a member of the opposite sex without properly openly discussing it first. This rule was her idea actually, so it was a clear boundary violation for us. From the conversation, it appeared to be a really random, out-of-the-blue invitation from my wife. He was too busy to meet her anyway. At this point, I should have laid low and tried to get more info discreetly. But I was very upset, and I confronted her at my next opportunity, and we had a huge, ugly fight. I asked to see her phone, and she refused to let me see it for more than a few minutes. I insisted that she go through it with me, and she refused, and then she ended up throwing the phone and shattering it. I was stunned and super pissed, but eventually we calmed down. She tearfully apologized, swore nothing was going on, etc. She recognized how dumb her actions were and promised to never hurt me like that. She truly felt terrible. She offered to delete a bunch of apps and let me have access to her phone whenever I wanted. At the end of the day, I wanted to believe her, but I always had a nagging feeling that she wasn't being completely honest. Without any substantial evidence, I was in a very weak position. So we moved forward and things got back to normal, but the little feeling stuck with me. I tried to ignore my insecurity and trust her. Then a few days ago, we were supposed to go to a Christmas party thrown by the workout program where her now ex-trainer works. They have a lot of trainers and a big community, so it wasn't weird that we would be going to this party. I thought of being at the party and just wondering if my wife had been pursuing anybody there was too much. So I picked a fight and told her I didn't really trust her and asked to see her phone. She gave it to me. I searched for Snapchat, which was one of the apps she deleted after our big fight. She didn't have it installed, but she did have several email notifications from Snapchat saying that she'd logged in. I asked her right then if she still used Snapchat, and she looked me right in the eyes and lied. I showed her the emails. She said maybe she'd been hacked. I laughed. She said, okay, she'd used it, but only to look up a platonic friend. Yeah, sure, I said. I took her phone to my desk and had her log into her Snapchat account so we could request a data dump. That took a few minutes to process, and while we waited, she finally leveled with me. She had been texting with another former coworker, not the same guy, that she had s'd once before, just exchanging pics, no calls or video. I was stunned. My hands shook so I could hardly type. I got the data dump and briefly scanned it. I was really hurt and went to the gym to call a friend and process things away from her. S wasn't really adding up though. I mean, this guy is local to our area, and she had only asked once and never linked up. Yeah, right. So I kept digging through the Snapchat data and found that she'd created the account after our big fight, and that she'd logged in a lot of times. Wisely, I kept this info to myself and pressed her for details. She claimed she essed with him before our big fight and knocked it all off after realizing how upset I was about the other harmless messages. She swore several times that she was being completely honest with me, but I told her I knew she was lying and that she really needed to tell me the whole truth. Even at this point, she still tried to lie to me. I just told her I knew there was more to it and she had to come clean. Finally, she admitted that they did meet up once and that she gave him a BJ. I'd be a fool to trust her now. I have to imagine there's still more to learn about the story if I cared enough to continue digging, but the BJ is a definite deal breaker. Holy hell, does that hurt. I mean, 10 years, 2 kids. I'm not perfect at all, but I've done so much for this woman. I found out about the essing 3 days ago and the BJ yesterday. I'm still obviously reeling. But logically, I can't see a way for our marriage to continue. I will never forget about this. I may forgive her, but I don't think I'll ever be able to forget or make peace with it. She's human and made a mistake. She lied a ton to cover her tracks. She was never the greatest wife, yet I love her. But I can't create a happy home with her knowing that this happened. I don't want my kids to grow up with her and I as their example, because I know myself and I know this is going to eat at me, and I know her and that we're just going to have conflicts. And when those conflicts occur, this S will be really hard to suppress. I will hate wondering where she is. I will hate wondering if I can trust her. For more than 10 years, I almost never worried about her faithfulness to me. I'm so effing sad. Could really use some wisdom. Thanks for reading. And the first comment says, 2 cents from a 62-year-old who has been through the meat grinder with this kind of stuff more than once. You already know enough for the truth to know what's going on and to make a decision. Wanting more detail, while understandable, won't change anything. Go silent on her. The less you say, the better. Do not let her bait you into getting physical with her. Don't meet with her alone. Always have a witness. Remember, desperate people do desperate things. She is capable of anything at this point, even falsely accusing you of assaulting her and the children. Get an attorney and move forward with divorcing her. Start protecting any assets, bank accounts. Compile your evidence. Have her leave the house and you keep the kids. Do not give in to any tears, promises, etc. Sorry, but she can't be trusted. Do something positive to deal with your pain. Vent to a trusted friend. Cry, scream, start working out, etc. But get it out that you have in a safe manner. It is perfectly normal and it is a part of the healing process. Sorry, my friend, but the person you married is gone. You are seeing the true person that was hidden beneath the character she was playing to get you. Read the following books, which can be downloaded in PDF from the net. The Manipulated Male by Esther Villar, The Predatory Female by The Rev, Lawrence Shannon. You were hurt like you have never hurt before. The only way out is through. Once through, you will be free.